What's up, Bud Light fam? It's the Bud Light Bros.
Woo!
Coming at you with video number 12.
We
12 in a YouTube series. And today we're bringing you
are top 5 baseball movies.
top 5 baseball movies.
Top 5.
So basically, yeah, we're going to talk about baseball movies. And
Baseball.
without further ado, let's get into number 5.
Number 5. We have the movie Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers.
Came out in 2006. And this movie comes with Rob Schneider, David Spade, and John Heder as the main characters. You got 3 nerds playing in a baseball tournament against Little League kids for their grand prize of a stadium that's made by John Lovitz, billionaire nerd.
Yeah, so basically you have all the characters that he said, and then you have Nick Swartzen.
Oh yeah.
You have John Lovitz, and it's directed by Dennis Dugan, and I think it's produced by Happy Madison. So Sandler produced it,
yeah,
and it's all his buddies except him in the actual movie.
It seems like a friend project, pretty much.
Yeah, and then the plot is basically what he said.
Pretty much 3 nerds trying to fight for the other little kid nerds that get bullied by the jocks.
Yeah, and then
yeah, man, but it has its funny moments, of course. It has its dumb comedy.
David Spade plays the catcher, supposedly. Rob Schneider's the pitcher / infielder, and then you got John Heder. If you don't know John Heder, that's Napoleon Dynamite, and he plays the little handicapped kid that wears a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, it's 3 people on a team going up against a full team in baseball. I don't know what kind of regulations they're playing with, but that's not regulation baseball. So I don't know. The movie's kind of weird in that sense, but it has a funny little message or whatever you want to call it. It's a good spirit.
It's that old stop being bullies. Who cares if you're a nerd? Just be yourself. Love everybody and treat everybody how you want to be treated.
Yeah, and of course, in every Sandler movie, there's all kinds of weird ass characters. There's a little tiny person that used to be bullied by Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. You later learn to find out Rob Schneider was actually a bully when he was a kid.
And Terry Crews's big ass is in there, and supposedly he used to be bullied by Rob Schneider too. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's a cool movie because there's a lot of nostalgia in there. Where if you ever played Little League or if you ever played on a team, you went and celebrated at Pizza Hut, and there's a bunch of scenes in Pizza Hut where they go celebrate a victory and stuff. And then it's funny because there's no other movie where I've seen a white landscaper. But
Rob
Schneider's a landscaper.
He's a landscaper. And just by himself.
We're Mexicans. So we're like, he took our job.
They took their job.
But anyway, it's a cool, funny movie. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's one of the more decent baseball movies that came out. Because this came out in 06. So, after the 90s, baseball movies were not comedies anymore.
Yeah, they're supposed to be
they were all dramas
serious
and stuff and serious stuff. It's baseball.
What the hell is this?
Man, it's baseball. Baseball's not supposed to be serious, man. But anyhow,
even though we love baseball.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, in the end, I think nobody won, or
the Jocks gave in and let them. Not even. I think the Jocks technically won 99-1. So, but they let a nerd walk all the way to home so they could get a home run.
Yeah, they let all the goofy kids get at least 1 run so they wouldn't get shut out. So
yeah,
yay nerds. Anyway, that's number 5. Moving on to number 4.
Number 4.
We got Rookie of the Year. By the way, I have this special little bat right here because I used to be a menace on the diamond side.
You're looking like a menace right now, about to break something.
Anyway, Rookie of the Year stars. It came out in '93, and that's Thomas Ian Nichols. Thomas Ian Nicholas or something like that. The fool from American Pie. But it's him,
Yeah,
and then it's the dude from Home Alone.
Daniel Stern.
Daniel Stern, one of the Sticky Bandits or whatever. The one with the curly hair. Not Joe Pesci.
Electrocuted.
Yeah, not Joe Pesci. And then you have
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey playing the Rocket. Supposedly the star pitcher. Who the hell's gonna believe that fool's a bitch? And then you got who else is in there?
Dan Hedaya.
Dan Hedaya, the dad of if you're not familiar with him, he's the dad of Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell in that movie, Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury. Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, that's what it is. Anyhow,
okay.
but this movie is basically a little kid, 13-year-old kid, gets hurt trying to impress a girl because, how does every boy get hurt when they're in their teens? They try to impress a girl with like some amazing feat of strength. But this idiot, the little bully in the class is like, hey, Rowan Gardner, because that's his name, Rowan Gardner. And it's like, catch this. Pop! He does a little fly ball. And then this guy's like, Rowan Gardner's like, oh, my crush is looking at me. What do? He starts running full speed. And then he doesn't notice that there's a ball in front of him. And as soon as he tries to catch the ball, he slips on the ball. So technically he gets home alone. He falls. And he's like, oh, it's a dramatic ass fall too. They make it seem like he fell out of a 2-story building. And this fool lands on his shoulder, messing up his shoulder. Anyway, he goes to the doctor. He ends up getting the cast all summer long. He's like, he looks like a Black Power member. Like a Black Panther member. Black Power. And he's in a cast the whole time like this. So all summer he's like, walking around like everybody's like, hi Henry, bye Henry, and like whatever. So yeah, it's a little like running joke or whatever. So then it's finally time to take off the cast. So he goes to the doctor, and then the doctor is like looking at his shoulder,
his
and
rotator
cuff or whatever,
and his tendons.
And then he's like telling him, okay, do this, and then do this, and then as he does it, he like busts his nose, and he's like, I think. And then he's like, funky butt loving. And then
his friends were like, did you just say funky butt loving?
Yeah, he has 2 chubby ass friends. And so the doctor explains basically like, I think what happened is your tendons in your shoulder and your elbow
all beat up.
Yeah, like they bent or they intertwined, and they got too fast or whatever. So now all of a sudden the kid can throw a 96 mile per hour fastball.
Mm-hmm.
So in a reward for
a celebration,
for getting his cast off,
yeah,
the mom gives him and the little 2 pudgy kids tickets to go see the Cubbies, and because this is what it is, that they're all Cubbies fans and stuff. So they go to the stadium, and then the opposing team makes a home run, and somehow one of the little pudgy kids catches it, and he's like, throw it back. Everybody's yelling, throw it back,
F that ball.
And then he's like, no, this is on national TV. Here, you throw it. And then the other little pudgy kid's like, I'm better with a bat. And then he gives it to Henry, and Henry's like, me? All right. And he's the one with the new arm or whatever. Mm-hmm. He throws it all the way to home plate.
Cleat.
From center field, from center field in the seats, he throws it all the way to home plate, and it's like, And then Dan Hedaya's like, give me that arm. And it's like, whatever. So whatever, he makes the Cubs. He plays for them, and then at the end,
he's under Chet now. He's getting
he's getting the Rocket, Gary Busey's character takes him under his wing, mm-hmm, and he tries to teach him or whatever. And but anyway, they're about to win the pennant or whatever, or it's a very important game, and this fool does the same thing of how he got his power, he starts running towards the infield. He doesn't see that the ball was left right there near the mound. So he's running, and everybody's like,
once again, like, oh my God.
Go ahead, Rowan Gardner, all this, all that. And he runs and he slips on the damn ball again. And again, makes it seem like he fell out of a 2-story building, landed on the same shoulder, and all of a sudden he's like,
for some reason his power's gone. He's like,
my power's gone.
It's gone.
I can't feel it. I can't throw worth S. And he tries to throw a ball, and it's like, what the hell's going on, man? You barely got it here. And it's like, oh. And then his mom is like, reach your inner self. By the way, his mom is sitting like in center field, and this fool's on the pitcher's mound. They're like 430 feet away, and somehow they can communicate. But yeah, it's like because his whole life, his mom was telling him that
his dad
was a pitcher because his pitcher left and whatever. He didn't want nothing to do with them. Typical 90s dad. Yeah. It was like, I don't want this loser kid.
Typical 90s dad.
And that fool bounced. But anyway,
he went to go get milk.
Yeah, and never came back. But anyway, all of a sudden there's a little thing on his glove where he takes off the little patch, and it says Mary, which is his mom's name. Yeah, and then she's like, Blue Peter, like just
do the perfect pitch or something.
And it's like, you know, he's pitching to like the
he threw
number
an
one
illegal
hitter.
Pitch.
Oh, and I think they were playing the Mets.
So
yeah, and he threw it like this little like underthrow, like something you see in like softball or something, and like he struck him out with that, like, oh my God, and the Cubs won and all this and all that, like.
And at the end you see the little championship ring. It's like, that loser out of here.
Yeah, but anyhow, you know, if you like feel good stories, I mean, I always thought it was like, you'd never see that in real life. But I mean, it's a cool movie. It's a funny movie.
Yeah.
And then so that's number 4.
Moving on,
Number 3.
Number 3, we got the old classic, Sandlot. Mm-hmm. You got Sandlot. You got the Great Hambino, Patrick Renner. You got Mike Vitar as Benny.
Yeah, and this came out in '93 as well. So this goes to show you, man, good baseball movies all came out in the '90s. But yeah, The Sandlot was I don't even know these guys' real names, but you had what's his name?
Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
You had Benny the Jet Rodriguez, the only guy with actual talent. No, and the pitcher actually had talent. I think he was a Puerto Rican.
I thought it was a black kid.
Puerto Ricans are black. But because I think at the end they say that like, yeah, he went to go teach the Miami Heaters or something. You know, everybody from Miami,
like
Puerto Rican.
He pretty much became like a AAA, double A coach, something like that. And then, you had James Earl Jones as the blind guy, the owner of the Beast.
Yeah, the owner. Yeah, but like, the cast is basically, you know, a bunch of 9, 12-year-olds playing the game.
Just playing outside.
And basically the plot is we got the little goofy kid from like, I don't know, Minnesota or Arkansas, somewhere. I don't know. Ah!
Shh! Stop working it.
So you had all these this little nerd coming from like like I said, Arkansas or somewhere, and he goes to, I think he moves somewhere into the valley, and because it's hot as balls out there during the summer, and he meets all these kids that have like a little baseball team or whatever, and like I said, you have Benny, who's and the pitcher who actually like have talent. All the rest of these little kids are like whatever.
Bastards.
Yeah, they're just playing to play the game. You know, they don't have passion for it. They don't want to do this for for a living.
Yeah, they don't want to do it because they're hanging out with
they're hanging out with each other, exactly. And then you have so basically you have Smalls, which is the little dummy kid,
the little guy.
Yeah, And so his mom is like, "Hey, I don't want you spending all this time, all summer indoors playing with your little connects."
Oh yeah, because he was a little nerd. And
Yeah, he's like
liked to
he wanted to be like an
roll.
engineer or something,
Uh-huh.
and he was creating like little catapults and stuff. So it's like, I don't want you in here. Like, I want you to go out there, go scrape a knee, go jump a fence, go,
Yeah.
you know, rob
Go
some
do
people.
something normal kids do.
Man, go do something. Like,
She'll pretty much say, stop being a loser.
yeah, go outside, man, make some friends,
Touch grass.
something like that. Anyway, yeah. So he does. He first of all, he's wearing some like weird ass get up, like a little button up shirt, some little ugly
Khaki
ass shorts, and a goofy ass hat.
With a
With
long
a big
ass
ass
bill.
bill. It's like, homie, you ain't going fishing. You gonna play ball? What are you doing? And then he has like a little glove.
A cheap plastic
That's
glove.
that's like a
Make your hand look like this.
homie. Where'd you get this at? The drugstore? What is this? go to a Big Five. You ain't never been on a Big Five? Go get yourself a Rawlings glove. Anyhow, so whatever, he goes and they discover him, and he's like, man, this guy's a loser. He's a weenie. He's a L7 weenie. He's a square ass fool. We don't want to be associated with him. But Benny's like, nah, I believe in him. He's cool. And then finally, whatever, he learns to play the game. And yeah, they get into summer hijinks. And then the great Hambino with his big back ass fool.
He hits a home run to lose the last ball that they have, and they all throw their hats at him, you stupid fat fool. Like, you lost our ball.
Was like, put it right here, homie, sass. Yeah. So they end up losing the ball, and
And
then
they're like, great, now what are we going to do?
yeah, we can't play ball for the rest of the
And
day.
here comes stupid, what's the main character's name?
Smalls.
Smalls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Smalls.
Small. Small go like, well, I have a ball. And they're
And
like,
they're like,
we'll go
get
get
it. And he gets the ball, and
But little do the kids know, it's signed by
By
Babe
Babe
Ruth.
Ruth.
And then fools just say like, well, it's a ball, so what does it matter?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, all right.
so then he's like, all right, homie, your ball, you're
You're
up.
back.
Yeah, so then he's like, yeah, I want to show off too, homie. Let me show you I've been practicing. All right, put that
Before
foot-
never hit a
Give it a
home
heater,
run.
homie. Sass!
All of a sudden, he launches it.
into the beast yard, and then he's like, you know,
As he's running,
and-
he's
yeah,
happy,
He's halfway
smiling.
going around second, and then he starts making his way to center
Center
field.
and they're like, hey, like, you have to go to third.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Hamilton Porter, what's his name?
Yeah, Hamilton Porter.
Yeah,
Ham.
no, Ham. Yeah, the Hambino fool. He's like, Smalls, you gotta go to third. And he's like, oh my God. He's so impressed by his first run, by his first home run. He's in shock. And that fool's like, oh my God, I'm dead. That was my dad's ball. And he's like, all right, whatever, homie, we'll go get him a ball. And he's like, no, you don't understand. That ball was signed. It was special. It was signed by some lady. He's like,
Now, who's the
what,
lady?
What lady? Who
He like,
signed it?
something Ruth.
Yeah, some lady
Baby
named
Ruth.
Babe Ruth. And they're like, oh, and then they show a scene.
They try to look over the fence, like, where is it? Where is it?
Big ass dog is
There's
like,
a
"Arr," with a
fake
big ass fake
bear
paw.
Just
It's like, "Arr,
snatches
arr."
it.
And they're like, oh, that's his
Like,
ball
the
now.
beast got it, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dead, small. How could you be playing with a ball
And-
signed by Babe Ruth?
And
And
it's
then they tell him, it's like, who is that? It's
Who is like-
the great Bambino. It's
I'm like,
like,
oh, that's the same guy.
that's the same guy.
And he's like, I think I'm gonna be sick. They're like, oh, give him some air.
Give him some air. Give him some air.
Damn, give me some air. It's goddamn hot in here. God damn.
Woo.
Anyhow, but yeah, so anyway, you know, all kinds of summer hijinks. They're trying to get the ball back, and all kinds of stuff goes awry until finally Benny has a stupid dream where a fake Babe Ruth comes in, is an apparition in his dream, and he's like, remember, kid, heroes never. No.
No, heroes
He-
get remembered,
he-
but legends never die.
Yeah, some crap like that. So then he's like, I gotta do it.
Lame ass motivation.
You know what? I gotta go to the mall, get me some fresh ass
PF
PF
flyers.
He gets them bootleg Chucks looking ass shoes.
Supposedly the flyer that can make you run.
Yeah,
and jump.
the shoes that will make you fly and jump higher than anybody in the neighborhood.
When they're cheap ass shoes.
Yeah, they're knockoff Chucks, man.
Exactly.
You got those at the warehouse shoe sale, probably. But anyhow, yeah, he's like, he jumps the fence. He goes and plays chicken with what's his face, with the beast.
With the beast.
He grabs the ball. He jumps the fence, and then all of a sudden the beast breaks through all this stuff.
Then the fence falls on top of the beast.
And then
and he's struggling and everything. And they're like, let's get out of here. The beast's gonna die. But Benny's like, nah, homie, I can't let this fool die.
Yeah, and then
So he tells everybody, all right, let's help this fool. Let's help him. Come on.
So at the end, he does his little run around with the big ass dog. And then they go to James Earl Jones' house and they find out he's the owner.
Pretty much he comes out through the backyard because he's like, what the hell's going on?
And that fool's blind.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what the hell's going on? Y'all the little mother effers making all this ruckus out here? And he's like, oh, we were trying to get a ball. And then they find out that he was he used to play with Babe Ruth and all this stuff. So then they talk baseball and all this. And then
so they pretty much made a deal. He had a ball signed by the
Yankees roster
with including Babe Ruth autograph.
And then
they say, you get this ball,
but you got to come and talk baseball with me.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And then he dies. And then Hercules dies. Oh, we find out that the beast's name is Hercules.
Yeah.
And then Benny becomes a Dodger.
And then Small becomes a commentator.
Yeah, and he's becomes a commentator. And then they show that he has all the balls and that old ass hat that they told him to get rid of.
Yeah, he's wearing the same hat.
And fun fact, the guy that played Benny the Jet Rodriguez as the actual Dodger was the older brother of the actual Benny, of the kid that played Benny.
Oh, really?
So that's why they looked
almost
like
look similar.
They look similar. They look like each other. So, nepotism. If you have siblings that look like each other and they're ages apart, you can get parts and movies. Anyway, all right. So that was number 4 or 3. 3.
I think right there we pause it because time is almost running out. So
okay. So initially this wasn't going to be a 2-parter,
but yeah,
but
you know how we get once we get into something we like. We just gotta get into it.
Yeah, and these are movies that are actually dear to us.
Yeah, so these next 2 movies we're gonna want to talk about more. So stay tuned for a second part, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.